Gotta say, I was surprised with the way you guys played that season, and especially considering you switched positions. Plus, Coach O'Brien really came into his own, leading you guys to the verge of the playoff.
Stadium, folks, it is filled to capacity. Everybody has been waiting for this college football Saturday, and we are just about set to get ready to rock and roll. It's the Oklahoma Sooners taking on the Miami Hurricanes.
I gotta go through this again. Play this game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will go as a touchback, and they will begin things at the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. They'll run with Langford to begin the drive. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
41-yard line. Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got to fall back on.
Here. To throw again. Daniel. That's caught by Jackson. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. 2nd down pass play got them 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
There we go.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And he'll lose yardage.
Oh, he can't run.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I don't think there's any doubt that if it's me, I'd be really cautious about continuing to call this play because you got to know, defenders, if they get a free shot at the QB, they want to take it, and they want to take it big.
And they got it there on the option play for a loss. And some room to maneuver. And all the way down to the 24-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 43 yards. Hard hard to believe, Charles, that it was just this time last year that he was the one handing the ball off. Now he's running the football, and it's his high school teammate Tommy Matthews handing it to him.
Yeah, it says a lot about the dedication to the team, doesn't it? Because you know he wanted to stay at quarterback and compete for the job. But once Coach Red O'Brien made the decision that Tommy Matthews was going to be his guy, and remember, just a year ago, what were we hearing? Red, you can't win with 2 quarterbacks. You can't do it that way. Well, he's made a decision, a firm decision for his team, and now he's putting it.
And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Sooners have taken the early lead. Well, for a kid that started his career as a quarterback, he's certainly showing a lot of conviction carrying the football.
Yeah, he is running with some power, and I think he's running some frustration out of his system, don't you think, partner? Because you know he wants to still be a quarterback. But Coach Red O'Brien made the switch. He has gone along with it. I think he just wants to show that he can contribute and contribute in a big way. And the way he's running the football, there's no doubt about it. They've made the right choice.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
Throwing again on second down. Daniel's
pass.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, here's Daniel. Launching one for Henderson. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he will take this in for a Miami touchdown. And that time, he came out of the slot for that big play downfield for the score.
I think what we just saw there, partner, was what we call scheming a guy open. Put him in the slot, know that he has tremendous speed. What you're doing with your other receivers is likely running short routes.
This game's a little more
closer to the line of scrimmage to give him a chance to get downfield and turn it into a one-on-one route, often against the safety. You like your odds when he's running against the safety. His speed usually wins, and it did on that play.
Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Give them 32 on the play. Well, that student section wasn't alive. They are alive and well now. That chunk play woke them up. It is starting to get really, really loud in here as this offense is on the move here in the first quarter. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Matthews.
Catch the ball.
Force to the ground.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver, play downfield, go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short, no good, and in this first quarter,
left it just short.
A tie ball game. Charles, 54 yards. I'm surprised that came up short.
I would agree with that one because normally, if he misses, it's accuracy, not length, because he has plenty of leg for that. But maybe it's like I hit my golf shot, you know? Maybe it's like my wedge. You know, when you chili dip and you hit the ground ahead of it, sometimes that'll shorten your distance as well.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession. They're looking at a 3rd and a yard to start things out. Out of the gun, Daniel. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one 28 yards on the ground.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle, or if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to rumble.
Now a handoff as they run left side. Right through it.
Boom, bam, biff.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Matthews. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A 15-yard touchdown grab. And his guys have taken the lead. Now the extra point. On this play, he just made a great route. The quarterback had to deliver it, sure, but a great route run there.
And, Brandon, this is what the best receivers do. They work on their route running, because it's one thing to have athletic ability, but to really get open, you have to set up defensive backs with different routes and be precise in your cuts.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. The drive starts with a carry by Langford. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll come up 2nd and 6 now from the 24. Launching one for Henderson. And got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 39 yards there, a big one.
1st and 10.
The Hurricanes now 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
I know there would be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and ended up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Intended for number 50.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. And that's complete to Gilmore. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So another long try for 3 and another kick that comes up lacking.
Yeah, this isn't going to do any wonders for his field goal percentage, but you have to figure as a head coach that when you send a guy out there to try and kick from that distance, it's a 50-50 proposition at best.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
Well, from our vantage point up here in the booth, and look, we have the luxury of kind of seeing the entire play from a bird's eye view, but his knowledge of blocking schemes seems pretty impressive.
Oh, I would agree with that totally, and I think it's similar to wide receivers that flip over to become defensive backs. Okay, you know what receivers are going to do because you used to do it that way. Well, as a former quarterback, he can see the entire play, the entire blocking pattern, and understand what it looks like before the ball's even snapped. And I think that's to his benefit, and of course, it's benefiting his team.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown.
Let's go, baby.
Jamon Mason, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Sooners add on to their lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Sooners 21, Hurricanes 7.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision, loses him about 4 yards. Back out there for their next offensive drive, the Hurricanes get set. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit.
And now nothing but green ahead of him. The 20. And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 68 yards.
10 at the 11-yard line.
On first down, it's Daniel. Escaping the pressure right. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half.
From the 4, it's 2nd and a couple.
You can't block me. You can't block me. You can't block me.
Now Daniel. He's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. It's a 3-yard pickup, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Daniel looks to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd down and 2.
And that one going nowhere from the start as he's met in the backfield and goes backwards. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
With the way things have gone in this game, I think they've got to consider going for it here. I realize it's just the 2nd quarter, so they're not panicking, but they need something to give them positive momentum to get things going.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. This a chip shot, a 20-yarder. And his kick is indeed good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
With the score, Sooners 21, Hurricanes 10.
21-10.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. Now they try the right side here. And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards, a first down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On 1st and 10, Matthews looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. It's a 13-yard pickup as the downs reset. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal. Now we're seeing Matthews handing the ball off to his running back a lot more this way. It kind of seems like Coach O'Brien has changed up his offensive strategy a bit for the national championship.
I feel like he's gone back to his defensive coordinator roots here.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Pass interference. Defense.
And yes, they want the points, so they will decline the penalty, no question there.
You don't think they spent a couple of seconds mulling over what the penalty would do for them?
I don't even know why they asked the sideline.
Not at all. When you put the ball in the end zone on a takeaway, take the points and keep moving. You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury, and it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run. He finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point right down the middle, and the lead is up to 18 now.
Let's go, baby.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taking it about the 1. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
First and 10.
From the 1 to the 21.
21-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. But
oh, how did you not
this
pick
is
that
corralled
up?
by the offense, so they will in fact hold on to the football. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
That one good for 17 as they're set up better now for third down.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a third and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out third and long.
They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive alive.
3rd and 2, right? So this is a situation where low man has got to win at the line of scrimmage, but it's not just the low man winning. It's the low man who's winning with some force, and they had that to pick up the first down.
Barely picking it up, but they did.
He's tackled at the
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
brings up 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Daniel, he'll hit Jackson, complete. He's at the 30, 10, and he takes it all the way down to the 3. A big play there on the catch and run. 63 yards.
First and
The
goal.
Hurricanes now with a 1st and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Brought down at the 2-yard line.
Do you think after that last run they're thinking to themselves, we had to wait all day to play this night game, and we're still not able to run the ball the way we want to?
And this defense, they've risen to the challenge all evening long. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5.
On the play. It's
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Daniel. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. He's at the 50.
Oh, my God.
30. 20. 10. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
Point after, right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
First and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. So here's a 1st and 10 for Miami. Shotgun snap for Daniel. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
Incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Daniel. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
Well, this game is certainly pretty well over. They can go ahead and mark it in the win column. But as a defense, they don't want to get so soft now that everybody just throws the ball all over the place against them, gets big yardage, and puts points on the board. They have pride, too, on that side of the ball.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and
try to get it to Jackson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. How about the big boy snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line.
A yard on the play. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Matthews. And able to find Green. And he takes us just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
Oklahoma.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And this offense is running away with this one. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. The bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Here's the University of Miami, their offense ready to get the drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
2nd and 10, Daniel again. And a grab here by Gilmore. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Throwing on 3rd down, Daniel.
Daniel's pass. Intercepted.
CD, this defense, I mean, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
No gain on the play there. It'll be second down.
Complete.
So that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Gain of 2 yards. And it's 3rd down.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Off play action. Matthews. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. From 10 yards out. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back out there for their next offensive drive. The Hurricanes get set. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left.
Under pressure, and down goes Daniel.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
To try again after the sack. Daniel. Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle third. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer.
Complete to Gilmore over the middle. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
Gain of 9. It's 4th down.
They'll break the huddle here and go for it. This is 4th down. One last throw for Daniel. And this is dropped it incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone. As time has run out on this ball game. A really solid performance against a ranked opponent as they add a big win to the left-hand column.
Draft stock trending up. Let's go.
Want to talk about a story that's making the rounds, and that's the Heartbreak Kids and their indelible bond. Once again, taking college football center stage at the championship game later on tonight. It has been truly amazing and truly inspirational to watch this amazing journey that these kids have been on from start to finish to this point, showing off their character, their grit, their determination, their heart has been on full display for all of us to behold. And I normally don't say this, but I, for one, will be a Heartbreak Kid in spirit as they take the field in this big game tonight.
Mercedes-Benz.
Just one game remains in the college football season, and it promises, folks, to be one for the ages. The two top teams and the final collegiate appearance of the Heartbreak Kids as well here in the Big Easy for the College Football Playoff National Championship. It's the Oklahoma Sooners against the Oregon Ducks. Here we go, the matchup we've been waiting for. Buckle in as we are off in the College Football Playoff National Championship from New Orleans. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Here's first and 10 for the Sooners. This one up to about the 38. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards.
Now, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, second and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Well, after winning the national title last year, this team has been so focused on getting back, and they are back on this stage, Charles, and really playing some of the best offensive football that we've seen this year.
And that is so difficult to do, not just playing some of the best offensive football, but as you said, getting back to a national championship game. A lot of times after winning it, people are too self-satisfied. They kick back. But this team, they want to show that it wasn't all about the defense, which was so strong last year, and a lot of those defenders have moved on. How about Tommy Matthews? He is now the starting quarterback for the entire season after having to split time last year, Brandon.
They're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 22 yards there, first down. And that is our first connection there for the Heartbreak Kids on the pass and catch, and I'm guessing probably not the last connection for them in this national title game.
I would agree with that. Nice throw there by Matthews, put it right in his hands. But how about this young man and his switch to receiver? Think of what he's had to put into it all year long to get ready to go for this one. It's not as simple as just going in the backyard and changing over, and now you catch the ball instead of throwing it. You've got to run all those routes, be tough downfield, and make catches. I am really, really impressed with what I've seen from him thus far.
And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. 24 yards. And the Sooners have taken the early lead. So he's able to take it in, Charles, for his first rushing touchdown of the evening.
Yeah, congratulations to him. But right now, I'm thinking like an NFL GM or a personnel guy. I'm watching his development as a runner. And boy, oh boy, am I thinking to myself, can I get him, really continue to mold him, and make him an even better player on the next level, because I could run halfback options with him. And by the way, he could be my emergency quarterback. Could open up a roster spot for me as well.
Well, this will make it into the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
25-yard line.
Start out with a run by Ferguson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. They'll hand it off to Ferguson.
Ferguson, the ball carrier.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle, because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Oh.
Third down there, but he cannot connect.
Thank God he didn't connect on
Third
that.
down is a key down in any game you play. And third down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Here's Thomas on the return. Found good room to run there with returns it 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? That's how they call it flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 16 yards there. And that enables him to also pick up the first. And broke off a pretty nice run there. And as he has runs like that, Charles, keep in mind he's doing it against one of the best defenses in the entire country.
And I remain impressed with how he's made the transition from quarterback to running back. Knowledge of the blocking scheme. You know he studies every game plan just like a quarterback, so he sees the defenses like he would under center. That's making his job a little bit easier as he runs against this good defense, as you pointed out.
Yeah, we say it all the time, but speaking of making jobs easier, it makes the quarterback, Tommy Matthews' job so much easier when those running lanes are open, because it's going to open up that passing game as well. The pickup goes for 13 and sets him up 1st and goal. Here are the Sooners now 1st and goal. And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play.
A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Sooner touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Sooners add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Mix the score. Sooners 14, Ducks nothing.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And they'll certainly be trying to do better than that first drive where they went 3 and out.
And sometimes the first drive is just simply to settle nerves. You know what it's like at the start of a game with the emotion. Guys a little bit jumpy.
You do.
Oh, you understand the same way. It's just like us calling one, right? Making sure we ease into the game, let it come to us.
Well, you went 3
and
and
now they
out.
have that opportunity.
No, you didn't go 3 and out. I went 3 and out on that first drive. I'll try to do better here.
Let's go. 14-0 going into the 2nd quarter. Let's do it.
Ball at the 24 and a 2nd and 11. Working out of the gun, it's Barrett. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side are getting to the...
Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Oh, gotta be quicker.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
A great return there, bobbing and weaving his way for 31 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Throwing on 1st down. Matthews, and Thomas has it. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the gun, Matthews is going to find his running back. It's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Here are the Sooners now 1st and goal. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. A great effort there. On his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Sooners add on to their lead. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time when they've gotten the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt a return. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Breaks a tackle. They'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
He's just going to duck this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A nice return that time, gets 12 yards back. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Sooner offense back out, ready for their next possession. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the...
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Oklahoma. But go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That 3rd one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
Hello? Hey, what's up? I got you. Okay, I got you. Alright, sweetie. Alrighty. Okay. Alright, bye. Alright. Oh, that was your damn nanny.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they... The results for them so far not that great. Well, not good at all. 3 drives, 3 punts.
Yeah, and now what you're doing is you're looking at your play sheet, trying to figure out what you're going against defensively. I wonder, are they showing them something they haven't seen or anticipated in practice, and maybe that's throwing them off? Or do they just have to go to a different play calling section and try and run some offense that way?
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last kick pressure. Throws right, and he goes down hard, flat on his back. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. And pressure gets to him again. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's Thomas. A good return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 15 yards on the play. 1st down.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. Boy. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
The Sooners just 1/2 away from hoisting the trophy. What a story this would be.
Ducks, nothing.
Who's going to celebrate as national champions? 2 quarters to find out as we get set for the final half of the college football season. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Oregon offense on the field ready for their next possession. And that 1st half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
It's a gain of 3.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play.
What?
And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this one goes angling out of bounds, and it will be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
At their own 30-yard line.
Out is the Oklahoma offense ready for their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And to give this time to the tailback. between those last two plays.
39-yard line.
He continues to have a big night here under the lights carrying the football.
And some guys prefer night games. For whatever reason, their bodies react a certain way. They love the spotlight. Maybe that's what it is. The best seats in the house, the ones where he's carrying the football for his offensive teammates, the worst seats, 11 guys trying to tackle him on defense.
That burst good for 20 and a first down. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A 20-yard touchdown as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
And that was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
Nothing.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try to figure out what is working, and call more of that.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the shotgun, here's Barrett. And he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. A returnable for Thomas. Now a late flag comes in as they got him down via the face mask, and that'll give him even better starting position.
Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it is going to be 15 yards.
So the face mask puts them in even better shape than they were in as they'll have a short field here on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
We've talked about his transition to running back and how impressive it's been. Gosh, I seem to be more impressed as he goes with his vision, Charles. He seems to see the lanes much better than most running backs.
Oh, and let me continue that with you because I like what you spotted there. That vision to see where the hole is going to be or where it won't be and make a move and a cut. To anticipate what the blocking is going to be downfield, read that and cut off of it. But how about his vision and understanding that once he made the move to running back, it was time to get in the weight room a little bit more, get stronger, get more physical, and he's breaking some tackles as well.
And speaking of that strength, it was the strength coach.
And he is in. Touchdown Sooners. Taking it in from 2 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on.
We know that the big guys won't get the credit, Brandon, but we also know that that touchdown belongs to them. Excellent job of clearing the way for their running back.
And he knocks it through.
Makes the score Sooners 42, Ducks
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wind up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
At the 27-yard line.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Back now here on EA Sports.
42.
And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. The offense on 3rd down tonight, a pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Barrett. Busts through the tackle, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing, and he does exactly that. Picks up the first down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the first down.
So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play, and facing a 2nd and long. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
Well, this is what happens when you get behind the chains, as people like to say. When you have obvious passing situations, hard to vary it up and fool a defense.
And you hate those situations if you're an O-lineman, right?
Oh, without a doubt, because you just know they're coming, and you never know exactly how. They can be exotic in their blitzes, or the athletic ability just takes over.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting it before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
A nice job getting free on the return for 13 yards.
Here's 1st and 10 for the Sooners. Gonna give this time to the tailback. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. A pickup of 14 that time. And that'll give him a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about running them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Stewart. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. And down to the 7-yard line. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. That was excellent from start to finish, from the blocking to the running, just well executed.
And now let's look ahead, because after that, how about a little play action, maybe a little bootleg, and get the quarterback out on the corner and give him a little run-pass option.
And they're right down here looking for 6. And it is caught. Touchdown, Oklahoma. A great play there. There to make the grab. And this offense is running away with this one. Well, he wasn't the guy they were initially going for, but after going through the progressions, it worked.
When you have plenty of people who can catch the football, you don't always have to go to your primary target, and sometimes that target is actually covered. Nice job coming off of that and getting it to someone who was open.
And the man out of the backfield gets in for the score.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off.
And this carries into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It will come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Ducks set to go on offense as they come to the line. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it? Pressure comes, and down he goes.
A loss of 8 yards.
He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He's trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
After the sack on first down, Barrett is going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? Third down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, right at the 50-yard line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
I know that every now and then we get in those meetings with coaches, and you almost want to roll your eyes when they talk about staying on schedule when they're moving the football. But would you say a 7-yard run is ahead of schedule?
Fourth quarter with a lead, you love that, don't you?
No doubt about it, because staying on schedule is trying to get 4 downs on first down. They did that plus 3.
That one looks like he'll throw here. Now he almost intercepted it. They haven't picked a ball off yet. That probably should have been their first. And it's 3rd down now.
And 3 yards to
So
go.
the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 10 yards the pickup. Good for a first down.
The 33-yard
Well, we're beyond the tone setting right now. This guy's been the bell cow all day, and he'll continue to rely on him to move the chains, drain the clock, and lead his team.
On first down, Matthews. He's got Mason complete. He'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and
Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
Oklahoma now with a 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they'll get him down right about the 20.
he's brought down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Second and 7 from the 20.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll work this down to the 15 for a pickup of 4.
If you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he is in. Touchdown. 15-yard touchdown run. And this offense continues to pour it on.
Well, partner, when it's teams up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Now following the touchdown, the Sooners get ready to kick this off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Oregon offense on the field, ready for their next possession. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes coaches say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something.
On the line.
Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
What a run for the Heartbreak Kids, and it all culminates here in the Big Easy. They are the national champions. So that truly a champion's performance. Weapons galore on the offensive side of the football, and they finish things off in style as they will be crowned the champions of the college football world.
Hey, you know, it was really great what you did.
What do you mean?
I know you could have gone to the draft last year, but instead you risked everything to come back here and help us. It means a lot to me, man.
Hey, we've been through it all together, man. You know I love you like a brother. So, are you feeling thankful enough to finally admit that I'm Batman?
Come on, let's not get carried away now. But hey, I will admit, you're no Robin.
Okay. Well, at least there's that.
Superman.
Supes.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, I can work with that.
Yeah, you know, he's Batman's equal, his biggest rival. And even though they battle it out from time to time, they always wind up back as close friends.
I can definitely work with that.
But hey, just in case you ever go stepping out of line, you should know that I always keep an extra thing of kryptonite on me at all times.
You might need that in the NFL. Against me. No cap.
Well, that was certainly a college career for the ages. And it was my honor to be there with you guys through that part of your journey. And I just want to thank you for taking us through that. Now, we're closing in on another critical chapter, the NFL Combine.
So, the NFL Combine, I spent so much time preparing for it, but some things you can't ever really say you're ready for. That's how the week felt to me.
Let's stay as running back for now.
I walked away from the press conference feeling a buzz. I said a lot of things, but will my performance back it up? No. Oh, this cannot be happening.
Oh, okay. Think. That's the last place you looked at him.
If you knew where you last saw them, they wouldn't be lost now, would they?
Yeah, thanks. A lot of help you are. Oh, you're rich.
Say it with me now. Eisen.
Right, Eisen. You're Rich Eisen, big fan. I'm gonna be laughing stock of your next broadcast, aren't I?
Depends. You gonna run the 40 barefoot? I may have a little fun with you, but don't worry. I won't make you a running joke, huh? Come on. I thought it was pretty good.
Maybe not your best, but I'll tell you what. You let me wear your cleats, I'll laugh at any joke you have. I mean, seriously, I'm desperate.
Go in there with that. God.
See if they fit. What's the verdict?
Perfect fit, but honestly, and I don't mean to sound ungrateful, but they're a little damp. They're like really damp. Did you go swimming in these?
Thought you said you were a fan. If you were, then you'd know I just ran my annual Run Rich Run 40 for charity.
Right. How'd it go?
Let's just say my days of keeping up with Saquon Barkley are behind me. Maybe you'll fare better than I did out there.
What was your time?
5.98, babe.
Well, I can't do any worse. I've seen statues move faster than that.
All right, well, I want you to go out there and post a time of at least 4.6. Think you could swing that?
Of course. 4.6? I can do that barefoot.
That sounds like a challenge to me.
Less challenging now that I don't have to do it barefoot, thanks to you and your cleats.
Now that is what I like to hear. You're going to be helping those kids at St. Jude more than you know. Go get them, champ. Hope those shoes bring you good luck and an even better 40 time.
Thanks again, man. Yep, I feel it.
All right, let's see what happens here, boys.
Welcome to another exciting edition of the NFL Scouting Combine. I'm Rich Eisen, and I'll be your tour guide as we meet the next crop of elite NFL talent. We're going to start things off with my personal favorite, the event that can break the spirit of any man, the 40-yard dash. First up, we've got one half of America's darlings, the Heartbreak Kids. An intriguing draft prospect, to say the least.
Shut up! If y'all don't go on, get. Up my goddamn bedroom. I'm gonna kill my nephew. I'm gonna beat the hell out of that boy. Alright, guys. Let's see. So I ran a 4-3-4. Let's do this.
We'll see him up next for the skills portion of this year's NFL Scouting Combine.
Okay. Shut up! 60 Eagles! 60 Eagles!
Oh. Fuck.
Let's go now. 70 Timberwolves. Shut up. Yeah.
Oh, I thought I was running it. That's what I was thinking. Oh.
Well, today had a little bit of it all. Select few guys who may have just cemented their place as one of the top picks in the upcoming NFL draft. Until next time, I'm Rich Ivey.
Alright. Well.
Welcome to the 2020 NFL Draft. Sure, the experts have done 2.7 million mock drafts, but you can toss those babies out the window. Welcome back to the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft.
Hey, this is the offensive coordinator of the Pittsburgh Steelers. How you feeling right now?
Oh, everything's great, Coach.
Well, look, son, we've been following you for quite some time, and we believe you could be an integral part of this team.
Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. I can't tell you how much this means to me. And I'm ready to do whatever it takes to show you I'm worth your pick.
I know you will. I'll expect you to show up ready, okay?
I'll be the first one there. Can't wait.
And I'm just getting confirmation that the pick is in. Let's take it to the podium to see who the next pick in the draft is going to be. What a phenomenal pick. This kid has shown some elite abilities on the field. He's a freak athlete, totally capable of taking over a game in the right system.
Advancing to next moment. Okay.
This is the player card. Here you can see your strengths and weaknesses by looking at your archetype ratings. This is your development trait. Superstar and Superstar X-Factor players will progress faster over time. You can improve your development trait by being...
There we go. That's what I wanted. All right. So it's time